so much going on in Raid right now with this global event and all the different events and tournaments happening. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that's going on right now. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Now the first thing that is happening is of course the fusion for Tholin Foulbeard. That is going on where you need to go through and actually go ahead and get these rares right here and go ahead and fuse them to be able to get Tholin. Now that I think is where a lot of people's focus is actually trying to get this fusion. But then they've come out and they've released these things going on with the Soul Chase tournament, the Gear Ascension tournament, and Kurosa's Quest tournament. Now with all of these, of course, involves doing things in the game, starting off with Kurosa's tournament, which is essentially an event dungeon tournament. You guys, I have been trying to do this, but I have gotten to stage 15. I have tried 16 and you could see it. Some of the times are quick, but yeah, I'm nowhere near getting to stage 30. Honestly, I mean, maybe if we go ahead and try something out and play around in here. I have gone ahead and taken a look at what other people are using. And honestly, I don't know why I do this because it's always champs I do not have. It's always ones, yeah, that I don't have at all. So I've been kind of playing around with different teams and different champs and just trying to figure out who I actually want to use in here. We'll try 16 and see how it goes. I think I would need to actually go ahead and maybe tweak my team in order to get them to actually really work in here, honestly. But there is definitely different strats you can use for the event dungeon. I just haven't done that yet. And really paid attention to try to figure out like what I can use. I've kind of just started to throw a team into here and run down and kind of just really see how they go. But I am curious to know what stage have you guys gotten into in this event dungeon if you have attempted to do it. Let me know and comment down below how far you have actually gotten. For myself, both accounts, I think stage 15 actually. Haven't really gotten beyond that, and I think, yeah, I definitely need more damage output. So safe to say 15 is kind of where I've ended up with this. So if I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this tournament, I mean, maybe if I fix my team, maybe. But this is one of the first things going on. And of course, within here, they do have some prizes that are pretty good. And then of course, having the horns, which we can go ahead and do some crafting for relics later on with that. But I don't know, we'll see. Somebody is already at 3,000 points in my bracket, if that's what we want to call it. Anyway, I gotta pick my socks up or something to try to be able to do that. Next Gear Ascension tournament. So another one that is going on right now. This is for Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun. Haven't started this yet, as you can see. And honestly, going over into my Sand Devil and Shogun, I think Sand Devil definitely makes sense why I would need to use... We'll go here first. Why I need to kind of change my team around. There we go. Godseeker and Yeri is the one that I want to be able to really use in here. And then maybe I can play around with my last slot. See who I actually really want to use in here. Again, I always check here, but I do wish that rather than having like teams of the week, they had like more for your bracket, or I don't know, just something that would be a bit more helpful for, because I don't know, for some of us we checked that and it's not really all that helpful. Yeah, this was also a fail. So this team did not work either. So for this, I'm also at stage 50. We'll see if I can kind of figure out how to get beyond there. And then Phantom Shogun. I actually haven't really tried to, I think, climb really down here much further than this. So we'll see. I don't know. How far down can we get today? Kind of watch them and see what happens. I definitely need to work on actually figuring out champs I want to use for these teams. I've said it before in a previous video and it remains the same in terms of my Phantom Shogun and this one, my Sand Devil. I have not attempted it, haven't really tried to build a team for it. I haven't really needed to farm these yet. The only reason that now I feel like I actually need to farm them is because of tournaments happening. That's been the only reason that I'm like, oh, I should really actually get a team and get in there and get down there and see what we could do. So I don't know, for this tournament, maybe we'll see. I don't know. I'll get the #1 spot if I'm only at stage 15 on my Sand Devil, but maybe on Shogun I have, like, clearly this one I haven't tried to farm yet because they are doing pretty good and actually getting down here. So I'm kind of curious to know how far down I'll be able to go. I do think with this one, I kind of just started it and then I just kept hitting like next stage, next stage, next stage. And then at some point I just diverted my attention to something else, which I think happens in Raid a lot, where you start doing something in game and then something else kind of distracts you and you're like, oh yeah. The other day I was like, oh yeah, I need to do masteries. And then I was like, now is not the time to do masteries. I have events going on that I need to actually do. We have the event dungeon. I should probably figure out a team for that. But yeah, in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, masteries. So, I mean, I cannot be the only one. For sure, we all get distracted in Raid at some point with whatever task we have at hand. And then we focus on something else. So, as I said, I think with this one, I can get down further which I am doing right now, than where I'm actually at. So I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. I think by the end of it, I'll have something to craft relic-wise, but I'm gonna let this one finish up, and then maybe I will start running this a little bit, depending. Usually I find it's for like the prism though, when there is a tournament happening. So that's the other one that's going on. And then the third thing that is happening right now is the soul chase tournament. So get hands on souls to get amazing rewards. Now I like never have souls. Oh, I actually have some. I have some right now. Soul merchant, anyone in here? No. What about if we go to the Mystic Market? I can go ahead and buy one of these. Should we just pull and see what we can get? I mean, I feel like why not, right? All right, let's go in with my Mortal Soulstone first. I got 5 of these ones, so I'll be honest, I don't actually even remember who's in my wish list, but yo! Single pull, it's a legendary. But as always, it is a legendary I do not have. Why it could not be somebody off my wish list? I think I've got someone on my wish list in here. Somebody I could want. Warcaster, again, not one I needed. Hey, at least I got a legendary. That should at least, if anything, get me energy maybe in there. Oh, okay. Another epic. Ripper. Hey, not bad rates. I'll take them. Another epic. Oh, hey. One that's actually from my wish list. A champ that I've been building. Let's go. Not bad at all for what we put in here, actually. And then, you know what? Should we do the Immortal? Why not? Why not? It's going to be a rare. Calling it now. Is it at least? At least it was a 4-star Paragon. So that is going to give me some points towards this. Not even enough for energy, but you know what? I do still have time, so maybe. I do need to still actually... I have time, maybe. I need to go into the dungeon. I've only used one of my keys, so I actually need to farm this a little bit more. So I will probably do that. So with everything that's kind of going on in game right now, as to if I will be farming these 3, I don't know, probably not. I think I can get further down into my event dungeon, but that's definitely been one of the trickier ones. Not really going to focus too much on these other 2. I mean, Soul Chase, I'll get my other keys, maybe do 1-2 more pulls and see how that goes. But I think for now, that's going to kind of take that attention. Now, as for other things happening, of course, in the game, when they first introduced this event to us, they talked about having like 4 champs coming into the game. We know one is Tholin Foulbeard, right? We know another one is a login champ, but now it's just going to be those last 2. Super curious to know how that's going to happen, and we'll see. We'll see what the other 2 are. That's kind of what I'm waiting for and what I'm curious on. Now, if it has anything to do with like shard pulling, not holding my breath on that, because obviously I don't have a ton of like shards built up, but they're sitting there waiting. So honestly, I mean, we'll see where it goes, but regardless, I'm still kind of excited to see what else comes into the game. So I think for now, I'm going to put some of my focus into the event dungeon is what I'm thinking, just with the artifact drops that we can get. Pinpoint would be nice. And even with accessories, to be honest, I can definitely use some more accessories and some more of this gear. I've been trying to use a little bit more pinpoint. So that's what I think I'm going to put my focus on for now. And then hopefully, I mean, who knows, maybe when it comes to this tournament and I actually put my mindset into the event dungeon, then we will see what happens. But I am curious to know from you guys how things are going on your end. This is now my plan of action in getting further down into that event dungeon and just kind of using my energy and stuff there and seeing what I can actually grab. But I want you guys comment down below and let me know, how far have you gotten into the event dungeon and how is your fusion going for Tholin if you ended up going for him? Comment down below and be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I am putting a video a day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!